I know it's Blue Jays clinch day and game 162 is on the schedule for today. And boy, it's about half an hour away from first pitch at Rogers Center. Cannot wait. But the Leafs are like, hold on. We want to get in the news a little bit. There's been a lot of talk recently about Anthony Stolarz' contract and what the future holds for the netminder for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Obviously, going to be an unrestricted free agent at the end of this upcoming season. Going to be 31 years old. He's 31 years old now. When's his birthday, actually? Anthony Stolarz. January 20th. So he's going to be 32 this year. You know the Leafs wanted to extend him. We all know the deal with Anthony Stolarz, right? When he is in the net, he is outstanding. You look at his last couple of seasons, right? A .926 save with the Leafs last year. Played a career-high 34 games. The year before, as the backup for the Florida Panthers, had a .925 save percentage. He had that down year in Anaheim, but God, who didn't? And the year before that, he played 28 games with that really bad Ducks team and had a .917 save percentage. In 2020, a .926 and .944 the year before. That was in like one game, and neither one was 8 games, but it doesn't matter. When he's in the net, he's a great goaltender. The question always for Anthony Stolarz is, what is the health going to be like for him? And obviously, he dealt with that last season, dealt with that in the playoffs as well. Thank you, Sam Bennett. And look, he had a .214 goals against average, a .926 save in his career-high 34 games. He was 5th in Vezina Trophy, voting in only 34 games. Like, he was outstanding for the Leafs, and you knew they wanted to get the contract locked up, and they did. A 4-year deal for Anthony Stolarz worth $3.75 million. It makes total sense, and I love the deal for both sides. Stolarz gets some security, gets some pay, and if you're the Toronto Maple Leafs, you look at this as like, man, again, assuming he can stay healthy, which, you can't always assume that with a guy who has literally never been healthy. You love it. You absolutely love it for a multitude of reasons. One, you've got consistency in the net now. All these years, Jack Campbell, Ilya Samsonov, all this stuff, you didn't really have a consistent goaltender. We tried to talk ourselves into a good goalie, but you didn't really feel it. Well, Anthony Stolarz and Joseph Woll are contractually with the Toronto Maple Leafs for the next 3 seasons. Joseph Woll would be an unrestricted free agent at the 2028-29 season. And both guys combined for $7.42 million. With the cap going way up, that is incredible. Leaf fans, let me ask you this. Do you trust Joseph Woll in the net? Yeah. Do I trust Anthony Stolarz when he's in the net? Also, yeah. You trust 2 guys and you're paying them $7.42 combined. It is amazing. It's a very good contract for the Leafs. Stolarz definitely could have gotten more if he hit the free agent market next year and had a good season this year. But overall, love the contract. Love that he's a Leaf moving forward. Just got to stay on the ice. You do that, sky's the limit for the guy. Absolutely is. Love the contract for the boys. And consistently now, Brad Treliving has signed some very, very nice contracts. You look at the Matthew Nyes deal, love it. John Tavares signing a really team-friendly deal, absolutely love that. And then you sign your goaltenders, which again are combined $7.42 million. I did a little research. I looked up, a team that won the Stanley Cup the last couple of years in the Florida Panthers. I'm like, okay, well, what is Sergei Bobrovsky making? Now, obviously, he's the Stanley Cup champion, been a starter forever, so you can't really compare the two too much. But he's making over $11 million, right? And Anthony Stolarz by himself, or Anthony Stolarz and Joseph Woll combined, they're making 7.42. It's beautiful stuff moving forward. Bobrovsky's making 10. The backup Daniil Tarasov is making 1.05. So they combined for over $11 million in the net. So the Leafs did a great job getting this contract done before the season. We had a feeling it's something they wouldn't talk about during the year. So you had a feeling they were going to come to terms at some point. But you didn't want anything kind of north of 4. Getting into the 5 range is dangerous for a guy who hasn't stayed healthy and is already 31. Getting it below $4 million is outstanding for the Leafs. And term-wise, if you're Anthony Stolarz, you get security for the rest of your career. So it's great for both sides. Absolutely love it. And that's going to do it for this one, guys. I want to do a little video for you guys. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you guys haven't done so already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on Stolarz being a Leaf moving forward. And Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. So follow up there if you haven't done so already. And I will talk to you guys, of course, Jays Edition. Not too long from now. Jays Rays game 162, looking to punch your ticket to the postseason as AL East champs. All right? And for the Toronto Maple Leafs, I'll talk to you guys on, I think it's Thursday, I think it is, as the Leafs host the Detroit Red Wings in their 5th preseason game. All right? So thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and are jacked up for more Anthony Stolarz. Talk to you guys then.